Hey guys, another one of these super lazy Ryve videos where I just turn the camera on and talk for a little bit. I'm going to talk about the state of Ashes Creation Alpha 2 in November 2024. Of course, I had that video that went, I guess, somewhat viral, at least by my standards. Not really. It was like 8K views. I wouldn't call that viral, but was reacted to by force, and a lot of people had nice comments about it, despite there being a lot of negatives in that video from me, which is nice to see, because a lot of times negativity surrounding Ashes isn't taken very well by a lot of people. But everything I said in that video still stands 100%. I stand by everything I said there, and I will add on to that, though, that I am enjoying the fuck out of the game, absolutely enjoying it, and it's with a guild, it's fun. And yes, we are a somewhat serious guild. However, we're still having a lot of fun. We jump in, we play. It's not high stress in most situations. It's just literally go to a spot and grind. That's the game right now. I know it's phase 1 and phase 2. A lot more content is planned, but I remember doing a video a long time ago, will Ashes be grindy? And the conclusion was, yeah, it's going to be grindy. It's based on Arcade. It's based on Lineage 2. This game's going to be grindy. Anyone who thinks otherwise, you're not paying much attention to what this game is based on. So it's always going to have grind. However, the amount of grind that exists in this game currently is kind of ridiculous. I still enjoy it, though. The only way you can have a grindy game and get away with it, at least from my perspective, is if the combat is really good. And the combat is fantastic. The combat is fantastic to me. It's just the matter of there needs to obviously be more than just grind at some point in the game. And there will be. In phase 2, there's a lot more coming. And of course, I'm doing the mayoral stuff, which the more I dig into that, the more I realize there's a lot more to it than I thought. And I didn't really want to be mayor, but it kind of happened that way. And actually, I'm starting to actually enjoy mayor. I'll be honest. I'm kind of actually enjoying mayor a little bit. First of all, you get the flying mount, which is absolutely insane. The things you can do. I can go scout areas for my group. I've got like a main leveling group that's kind of my party. So I don't got to go seek out parties all the time, and I know they're skilled players, and we can just get in, we can grind. I don't have to really say anything in voice. We just get in there and go. But with the mount, I can go fly around and find us really good spots. There's not a lot of contention, because sure, we could go contest, and we do that sometimes. We will contest spots, but we are on Virus server, where we are the biggest guild there. And we're trying not to be assholes. We're trying to not push people out of spots. Now, I've got some people that do that in my guild. I don't do that with my group, and I tell people not to really do that kind of thing. We're trying to be nice to people in general. We are seeking out PvP later on once we hit 20, once we start to get geared up. We're going to seek some organized PvP, but we're not, in this early part of the game, we're not trying to be bad guys or anything like that. At least that's my goal. If you're on my server and if you've been killed by Genesis, well, I'm sorry. I can't control everybody 100%, right? We try to not be indiscriminate with our PvP, and I think for the most part, we're succeeding at that. But we are bloodthirsty we do want some PvP, so if there's anybody that does want PvP, I know Bustin's guild, like, we have been fighting them every time we see them, and they fight us every time we see them, and they've got quite a few people. And that's fine. So they're a little bit of a rival, I would say, on our server. Anyways, the game is good for if you're a player like me that doesn't mind a grind. I don't mind a grind. I absolutely don't. I've played a lot of MMOs that were just grind fests, and I can do it. A lot of people can't, though. And I think once the luster wears off, at launch of this game, many, many years down the line, if it's still like primarily, if like 80% of your leveling is just going to a grind spot, the game will be very, very, very niche if they stay with that. They've got this fantastic story arc system. They've got commissions that lead you out into the world where there's supposed to be side quests. There's just not a lot of side quests out there yet. But once they get the side quests in, and if some of the side quests have, it doesn't even have to be XP, like decent rewards, like gear, something. Maybe certain crafting materials you can only get through certain commissions, or certain, like, give a reason to actually do them. Because when it's like 700 XP and you get that, like, I can solo like some elites myself as a mage and get 5,000 XP in like a minute. It's like that. So 700 XP becomes basically nothing after like level 3. That has a lot of things do have to change in that regard. I guess to some extent why they made it this grindy in this early alpha state. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Honestly, I'm enjoying the game. It's got a lot of work ahead of them. They have a tremendous amount to get done. There's so much content has to be added. Everything I said about will they have enough money? Will they get it done in time before they run out of money? All that I still stand by. We'll see. We'll see. There's a long road ahead of them. I wish them the best. I'm a huge supporter. I'll say negative things, but I will support the fuck out of them at the same time. Like, I support everything they're doing. I think what Steven did with some of the content creators was really cool. I think that's really cool. I think, and the way they engage with the community, really cool. Planendorf was like running with, Richie's group, and that's cool. And like all that kind of stuff is really, really cool to see. Yeah, but that doesn't guarantee anything either, right? Like, so yeah, I hope for the best. You never know though. Don't expect that this game will actually launch. I hate to say it that way, but there's just so much that has to be done, and it's going to take so much money to get there. And so we'll see. We'll see if they have the money to get there. That's really all I have. It's just me turning the camera on and rambling. I don't have time to do a lot of real intense videos, although I'm going to try to free myself up this next weekend and certainly the weekend after. I might be able to get a few videos out. And I am planning to stream. This weekend, I am going to stream the entire weekend. I'm just going to try to stream the entire damn weekend. And if the guild falls apart without me then it happens. I'm just going to stream. And, I think I've got everything, all the kinks kind of worked out with the guild, and it's everything's flowing pretty good now to the point, I am just going to stream, and I want to stream, and I do enjoy making content of some sort, even though, yes, I have kind of let guild management take over a lot of my free time, but over time I will slowly get back into content creation more and more, and you'll see me in that fucking chicken suit plenty, guys. Don't worry about that. And hey, Woodshop ERP in Winstead on Vira, if you're there, I'll see you there. Later.